Guess we're ready, huh?
Hey, everybody! Welcome to Burn It Down NASCAR podcast. I don't even know what episode we're in. 13, 14,
15.
15. Awesome! We're doing better than what I thought.
Yeah.
So we're gonna cover the Dover results and the things that happened, and I've got a few things to say about the Monday race. And then we're going to go on to Darlington and the throwbacks. And of course, we're going to cover the penalties and what we think about that. So, Brian, go ahead, talk.
Hold on. You can go first.
I just, one of the things that stuck out to me about Dover and has my entire NASCAR fandom is the bridge suites that go across the track.
Oh, yeah.
Those things are so cool. I mean, I would give down near anything to sit in that. That is just too cool. I know I'm kind of jumping ahead on some stuff, but every time I watch this race, it's. I mean, how cool would that be to sit there and watch those cars go underneath you?
Feel it. The only thing you don't do is smell it, really, unless they have windows. But I doubt that. But the feel of that would be pretty cool.
That's my point. That would just be awesome.
Let's do. Hold on. Let's do the race results. Obviously Chase Elliott won in dominating fashion. He wasn't like he was the last lap pass. He was dominant pretty much the whole race, top 5, top 8. There's no problem with that. First time winner, last time at Hendricks. And for some reason that says the first time ever that an organization with all 4 cars have won in the first 11 races. I thought they did that last year, but I could be wrong.
So, nope, I've got that wrote down as well, and I think it's awesome.
I think it is too, but I thought they won the first 11 last year. Chase was last. I don't know. It was probably maybe later, but Chase won, dominant. Gold star to Ricky Stenhouse coming in second.
Oh yeah, there you go. And going to give a shout out to Frank on this in just a little bit, but
gold star to him. It just wasn't a fluke either. He wasn't right in the top 10 all day. So that was good for him in that organization, which is a single car now. Ross Chastain continuing his run. I don't want to say dominance, but run consistency.
Oh, I will call it dominance.
Really?
I will. From a team that was basically nothing last year to 2 wins.
Well, and the thing is, he had the audition for that car too. He didn't get it. He had the audition that went and get into it.
But to look where he's at, and he's locked in on the championship.
Yeah, I think he's going to go deep in the playoffs. I don't know if he'll be top 4. If he keeps the run, he will. He will be top 4. But I'm going to say definite top 8, unless he gets really bad luck like Denny Hamlin.
How would you feel if your wheel was passing you on pit road? Is that some BS or not? I mean, come on.
Yeah. So Ross Chastain, congrats to him. I'm glad he's doing well. That's another story for the end of the race. Christopher Bell finished 4th, another gold star for him. Alex Bowman 5th. Kyle Larson brought that car back from being damaged to be 6th. Kyle Busch, who I thought were going to win, coming into stage 2, finished 6th or 7th. Chris Buescher 8th, which I didn't think he's going to stay up front after the pole. Kevin Harvick 9. I seen. And Eric Jones 10, which we kind of talked about last week. He needs to produce, and there's a story with that too. Justin Haley, who I took out of my pick. Martin Truex 12th after the spin, last lap spin. Briscoe 13. Suarez 14, Cole Custer 15, and let's go to notables. Bubba Wallace with 16, Denny Hamlin 21, William Byron 22, Ryan Blaney. The Penske boys had a bad day. It was 26. Joey Logano was, gosh, where was he? 29. Kurt Busch 31, and let's see who else. I think that was it. Those are all the notables. But other than that, I thought it was a decent race. I tried to catch as much as I can while I was at work and whatnot, but I thought it was a pretty good race. I know they had tire issues, but I'm glad the tire wasn't an issue like it was in the beginning of the year.
Yeah, there were, and I, again, because of what I do, I was able to be home and watch the conclusion of the rain delay. I was surprised at some of the photography that I saw of those tires.
Yeah.
And Clint Boyer actually explained it pretty well, which was very simple. It was the camber and what they were trying to achieve that was just smoking them tires.
It was the right front. That was the one that was going bad on most of them, was the right front tire.
Yeah, and they had a little bit of an issue on the right rear as well, but not as bad. I mean, there were some tires that came off that right front.
Shredded, yeah.
They were absolutely and totally shredded. But, I guess we're in a learning curve with this new car. I've finally accepted that they're not going to do anything different. So
not with the tires. There's a topic I kind of want to talk about. They were talking during the race that I think needs to change.
But before we leave the race results, I truly want to give a huge, and I mean huge, because I never saw this coming, shout out to Ricky Stenhouse.
Oh, yeah. Gold star to him.
That was absolute, and like you said, it wasn't a fluke. He was up there all day long. He flowed back and forth, and also Christopher Bell. I contemplated whether to put him in my lineup or not, and I opted not, and I regret that. But man, that was amazing. I'm looking at something here real quick because I do want to give another shout out. And it's not really a shout out. It's just an acknowledgement. William Byron trashed his car in qualifying, had to go to a backup, didn't get to qualify, he didn't get to practice. And when this happened, they told all the other 300 drivers, whoa, take care of your stuff, because this is the only backup car that we have.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have another car to give you guys. If somebody screws up, they didn't know what they were going to do.
Yeah.
And I don't know how another car in 24 hours, even with Hendrick's resources.
Oh, they would have pulled something together. They would have bought, whatever they needed to.
Exactly. But this is part of the problem with the new car. That the parts are so few and far between that I don't know what the solution of this is, but when a power team like Hendrick can't provide more than a single car for 4 teams as a backup, let alone, as we used to all know, each team had a backup car. This has to be addressed one way or another.
Yeah, that was a backup car since Fontana. And
Okay,
Fontana
I
was
wasn't aware of that.
that's been a backup car they've had on their trailer since Fontana, and they just been upgrading and updating compared to NASCAR rules since Fontana. So how long has that been? It's been sitting there for a while. So, but like you said, that thing got gutted. I saw pictures of the gutted car, what they transferred over the motor and everything else. It was pretty spectacular views from what they did to make that car go.
But I don't disagree with you, and I'm not diminishing it. But my point is that NASCAR needs to get the crap together, because parts are so far and few between that a power team such as Hendrick can't provide for 4 teams more than one backup car.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But we'll go.
One thing I kind of want to go ahead. One thing I kind of want to know, it was a little, I guess, not with Dover, but it's kind of a little side thing. Did you know the car that Ross Chastain won at the road course was the same car he won at last week? The same car?
No, I didn't. But that was NASCAR.
Yeah, it was exact same car, which I thought was pretty cool. I know obviously they changed everything underneath, but it was the same car.
Yeah. Well, like I said, that's been their goal, is to take same car to every race, whether it's a road course, a short track, a mile and a half, a super speedway, a dirt race.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that, because I love the days when they had specific setups, builds, and things of that nature that were specific to each and every venue that they were going to. But like I said, I've bitched enough about this. I'm done bitching. It is what it is.
So we done results, recap, reaction. We need, I guess, opinion is the next thing. Is opinion.
Well, no, let's do the standings.
Well, yeah,
Chase Elliott he's still in first place. He has a win to solidify it.
Yeah, but not in the chase points. Chase points, William Byron's number 1. If you go to the
really,
yeah, via the chase points with
2 win. Well, I'm on a wrong.
If you go to the projected playoffs, gosh, where's it at? If you go to the projected playoffs or something like that, William Byron's number 1. Now I gotta find it. But yeah, current standings, yeah.
You got Elliot, Blaney, who still doesn't have a win. You got Byron with 2, Kyle Busch with 1, Bowman with 1, Chastain with 2, which, how in the hell is he down in 6th place with just 2 wins?
That's a good question. I'm trying to figure out because he has 7 top 10s, 7 top 5s, 2 wins, but he has 2 DNFs. So those DNFs probably hindered him. But,
all right.
But regardless of what he does the rest of the year, he's in the playoffs.
He's in, yeah. Truex is 7th. Larson is in 8th. Logano is in 9th. And Christopher Bell is in 10th. So Harvick is creeping up in 12th. Eric Jones, nice little story. He's in 14th. Tyler Riddick is in 16th. Suarez in 17th. So that's good enough for that. We'll see what happens.
One little, I guess we can. What, are you done with that or what?
I'm done.
I guess we can go to like controversy with the race.
Oh, I'm armed.
Okay.
Believe me. One thing I want to get out of the way before we go to the controversy is just to acknowledge Dale Sr.'s birthday was this past week. He would have been 71. I know. I'm just being respectful in that deal. So that's off the table. I don't know how much you have read this week, but I got two things that I want to to cover. There, in the world of NASCAR, it's not a big deal, but I've I've seen where there's people, and I haven't wrote for the place that I write for over a month because I just haven't seen anything that really trips my trigger. I've got something in my mind right now, but I've seen people writing that Ross Chastain is not championship material.
Bullshit.
I beg to differ.
Well, the reason is because all of a sudden he's on the scene winning. You know what I'm saying? He didn't produce the prior 2 years he's been in the Cup. Now he's actually got good stuff. He's been racing all over the place. He's won an ARCA. He's won an Xfinity, which he's going to be in an Xfinity ride coming up. He just agreed to ride in the 41 car or something like that for Xfinity for a couple races. But he has a talent, and no, he is caliber. 100%. I wouldn't be surprised if he won.
I wouldn't either, and that was my point about pointing that out. I'm not saying he's necessarily
the best out there. No,
but I do believe he's top tier with the material that they're working with.
Current right now. Maybe we can come back next week and do like a power ranking. Who are your top 5? He would be in it.
Oh, on my page too. Absolutely. He would be in the top 5.
And that's what we could do a power ranking segment, but like if we were making one, he would be in it. And like we could do like, I mean, this is obviously off the cuff. We haven't talked about this, but like we can do like, our 5 and then like our hot ones and then the bottom 5 who are just like, holy shit. And Denny Hamlin would be part of that right now. He's got the worst luck.
Him, Keselowski.
Oh yeah. So like we could do, our power 5 and then hots and then colds. Like that could be something we could think about too. So that's actually not bad to think. But if we were to make one, he would be it. He would be on that list. And he wouldn't he wouldn't be 5 either. He would be top 3.
Yeah. I don't disagree. And then I got one more that's really not.
Before you go on to that, because I want to stay on the subject of Ross. What do you think about Martin Truex getting pissed at him?
You know what? I did not see. I've read about it. I'm still not sure what that was all about.
Truex is trying to pass him, obviously, and Ross is like, "This is for the point. This is playoff points. He's racing for 3rd, racing for 4th, and." Apparently, there was some radio chatter saying he's blocking me every fucking way he can. And on the last corner, Truex got really close to his outside. And this is another subject. And the way these cars...
I saw that. I don't see where anybody did anything wrong.
He blocked him, but he didn't hit him. And I think it's the way these cars' aerodynamic is, where the air goes under the car. And I think he got so close to Ross, it just lifted Truex's car and made him spin out. Truex was mad because he was blocking everything he could on Ross. Ross it's racing. That is racing. If you wanted to get him out of the way, boot him. Boot him out of the way.
Yeah.
If you're really that mad he's blocking, rattle his cage. But I see no problem with what happened.
I've seen a couple of posts about it. And again, I watched the race.
Yeah.
I did not notice that when it happened, and I heard about it after the fact that Truex wasn't. I'm like, you know what? Just shut up.
I think he's got the Kyle Busch attitude right there. But we can be done with it. But I liked Ross's comment when he got interviewed. He goes. They go, what were you guys talking about with Truex and you? Oh, we're just talking about we're going fishing next week. That's what he said. He pushed it off.
Talking about our grandkids.
Yeah.
And again, one more I hesitate to actually input this, but it makes me smile. Danica had her implants removed.
Oh,
So Ricky Stenhouse is like, man, it's okay, man. I don't need that no more.
yeah. Wasn't she with Aaron Rodgers for a while? I don't even. She's
Yeah,
no
that's
one.
over
Yeah,
with as
she's old news.
well. But all right, let's move on. I just had to put that in there because it tickled me.
Another thing
It's
before
like,
we leave
for
Dover.
how long have we had to look at that?
Yeah.
And now this comes out that she's enhanced. All right, done. I just done.
Before we leave Dover, the one thing that I didn't like, if I don't know if you were paying attention, they were talking about the aerodynamics and the air being creating a wake behind the car where they couldn't draft. That's one thing I know you were talking about earlier. Well, they're not going to change anything. They need to change the way the car sucks in air aerodynamically, because the way it goes underneath that car, it doesn't work. It created.
It's that rear diffuser.
Yeah, it is.
And it's that belly pan that's underneath everything.
They need to redesign it, get rid of that something, because there's so many drivers that rear diffuser, they couldn't get close to the car because it created like a wake, think about it like a boat behind a boat wake. They said they couldn't do anything because of it. There's so many people talking about it, and it was really prevalent at this track where it's talked about. And I think it's a problem more than not. And I think that I don't know what they can do about it, but I don't like it.
I've said from the beginning of this year that whole belly pan and the diffuser is an issue.
Yep.
And again, they're not going to do anything. This is what it is.
We're stuck with it for the year, this year.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they off season, or they're having talks about changing something, because that rear diffuser right now, it was so hard. I know there was a lot of passes, but it could have been a lot more if they were able to draft on cars. It was just...
That's amazing. We're talking about drafting at Dover.
Well, they could suck up to the cars. Like they couldn't suck up to them because of the wake that the rear diffuser created. It just disrupted the air so much from going underneath that car. I don't know. I don't
disagree. I really don't. I wasn't aware that the bottom of that car was so sealed up. And I don't remember whether it was Fontana or Vegas when somebody got turned over.
It was Daytona, Harrison Burton, Daytona.
Saw that. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
And then we saw the problems with it. Now, granted, for the last half dozen races, the diffuser hasn't been a real issue. I mean, it was a little bit this week.
Well, that Daytona it was, but I just think it was being such a pack. If you're racing in a pack, it really wasn't that big of an issue. But
no, I'm talking about cars that have gone dead on the track and can't get going again.
Yeah, tires. Yeah.
Yep. I don't know. Like I said, I'm to the point where I realize NASCAR ain't gonna listen to me. I know they've got their mission set and they're going with this. And I also believe that they think they've got it right. We'll see. That, there's nothing more I can say about it. It's just I prefer something that you can buy right off the showroom floor. I get it. That ain't gonna happen no more. But what we're seeing on the track is not a stock car.
Oh, no.
And I am not a fan of the level playing field, because I think if you've got a stock car and you can make it faster than somebody else, then it's up to somebody else's to figure out how to catch up. So, all right, we'll leave that alone. I want to give a shout out to Josh Berry and Junior Motorsports for winning the Xfinity race,
Yep.
which was a really good race.
Noah Gregson won the money, the $100,000.
Yes, that was really cool. Kurt Busch, Daniel Suarez, and Eric Amaroli, they did the tire test at Pocono. Still haven't seen what the results of all that was. I it's just, I mean, I know they did tire tests in the past, but that was more to not regulate, but figure out the compounds that they needed. Now it's figuring out the tire they need to put on the car. And I know that sounds really scrutinizing because they're not going to change the car. And I know before they weren't going to change the car. But when they did tire tests in the past, they would try to figure out what the teams have done to get better. They don't have that now. I don't know. I need to leave it alone because I'm, again, I'm not a fan of the new car.
Before we go too far, you got penalties. I don't have anything up on penalties. I know Denny Hamlin.
I had it earlier. Hamlin, of course. When your tire's beating you out of the pits, you got a problem. God, where what? I just saw it.
I can look it up real quick, see if what pops up. NASCAR issues penalties to Joe Gibbs Racing number 11 and the number 16 teams for lost wheels at Dover.
Yep.
Obviously it's the same thing. You lose your crew chief, Jackman, and front tire changer. Now there's a controversy on the 11 team, the front tire changer. The front tire changer for the 11 team that's getting suspended for the 4 weeks or whatever it is. He's not the one who changed the tire.
Oh, that's news to me. If you're the front tire changer, what were you doing?
They were doing the new style pit where the back guy would do the front, the back right rear tire changer would come do the front left. They were trying that new way of tire, and he's the one that did it. But NASCAR says whatever you submitted to NASCAR of who the front tire changer was and a front tire changer came off, that's who we're suspending. Even though it was the rear tire changer who did it.
Okay.
So NASCAR is not saying
I was laughing when his tire got across the line before he did. I was like, oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
That is not good. All right. Don't need to say that. We've already talked about it. Rain went to Monday. All right. News and notes. Saw something. I was so impressed and thought it was so cool. When Kyle Larson lost that tire and they had a rear jack to go all the way under that car and lift it up so the side jack could get under there faster instead of trying to lift the car up.
They were prepared.
They were prepared. And they weren't the only ones, and I don't remember who it was. But they also had an issue, and again, I do not recall who it was, but Kyle Larson was the first one that I've seen this happen with, And I just like, don't tell these guys that they can't figure things out. They did it, and it worked so smoothly. It kept him in the race
Yeah,
and got him
he
his,
finished sixth.
what, top 10 or whatever
Yeah, he
finish.
finished. Yeah, he finished sixth.
So,
And he's lucky he spun out and didn't do any damage to his car. I think he hit the inside wall barely. It just did nothing. So
yeah, it did nothing. But I thought that was, I just stood there and I was like, ooh, that's cool.
yeah.
That they actually figured that out and implemented it.
Mm-hmm.
Again, he wasn't the only one, because there was another car, and I don't remember who it was, that actually did that. But he was the first one I've seen, and I thought, man, these guys, you put rules up and change crap, and okay, fine, we'll figure out a way to get around it. We'll take care of this, and that was just awesome when it happened. Kyle Busch led a lot of laps. 3 times a race has been concluded on a Monday on his birthday. He won the first 2. He lost this one.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that was kind of cool too.
I thought he was gonna win it, but after the pit stops, he couldn't. Like he said, he got in traffic and he can't pass at this track, so he was stuck in the back. He finished 7th or something, but he couldn't. But he was, when he was in front, he was strong.
He was. Booth next week, and I'm not a fan of this. I'm going to tell you straight up right now. They're going to have Richard Petty in there for the first stage, yeah. Bobby Labonte for the second stage, and Bill Elliott for the third stage. Stop. Find a solid compliment to Clint Bowyer.
Mm-hmm.
They've got this, and I know we're coming to the end of Fox's contract.
Still got like 8 weeks to go.
Is it that long?
I don't know. I'm trying to find the schedule. It's usually July, right?
Yeah, I thought NBC took over here pretty quick.
TV schedule. Let me look.
But my point is poor Clint. For the love of God, he's got to deal with somebody else every freaking week. And he's got to deal with people like Danica Patrick. I mean, I know people out there love her. I don't. I think it's a bunch of crap that he's got to not only does he got to prepare for the race, get ready, do all the things he's going to do, and then he's got to try to work with somebody else it's like, come on, man. Give him a when he and Jeff were in the booth for the last year or 2.
Yeah.
Give him somebody solid every week, the same person, so they can work out a chemistry. But the poor guy is on there trying to work out chemistry with somebody, and I know they do practices and that kind of crap off air. But still, when things are going on, it's hard to play off of somebody that you haven't had situations happen with previously. I'm tired of this rotation, and I think it's going to be a detriment to the broadcast ratings and in the end. I don't mind, put whoever you want in there. I'd love to see him and Tony in there every single week, or him and Jeff Gordon. It doesn't matter to me. Pick it. At least they know each week that they don't have to worry about trying to include or honor. I mean, I don't know what the word is, but when you're dealing with it's like me in my real life when I'm running a route and I'm dealing with store managers. It would be hard if I'm dealing with a store manager every other week, each week that is different in the particular stores that I'm dealing with. You just can't do that, and it's got to stop. And yeah, of course, Darlington throwback weekend. So we're bringing back these three legends. Okay, that's cool. It would be cool if it was a break for Tony or Jeff
Yeah.
or somebody of that nature, and you brought these guys in. But this is just a continuation of the rotation. I don't know what Fox is doing. I don't understand why they can't get somebody solid in there full time. I mean, what's going on?
I don't know.
Me, it's just nuts.
They have 4 more actual points races left.
And then it goes to NBC.
Yes, but that's not including the All-Star. So there's 2 All-Star open and then the race. But then there's 4 more point races, and that is Darlington, Kansas, then Charlotte for the Coca-Cola 600, and then Chicago? Oh, worldwide. Oh, it's an Illinois road race? I don't know what that one is. It says Madison, Illinois, Worldwide Technology Raceway. I don't know what.
I have no
idea. I don't know what that one is. But yeah, those are the 4 racetrack for Fox left.
Okay, we'll find out. What do you think about the format for the All-Star race?
I haven't even looked into it. Is this a new track?
No, it's Texas again.
No. The Illinois racetrack. I've never heard of it before. It's a 1.25 mile track. Open 1967. Isn't it one that like refurbished or something? I've never heard of it.
I've never heard of it either.
I thought it was Chicagoland for a second, but that's not. Worldwide Technology Raceway. It's in Madison, Illinois. But it's a 1.25 miles, so it's gonna be. It looks from the picture, it kind of looks like a bigger Martinsville, but
Iowa?
No.
Is it the old Iowa?
Illinois?
Well, I'm just saying they're right next door.
I'm trying to find an actual picture of it. Oh, it's almost like Martinsville. It's like a staple.
Okay.
It's a track inside of a track. No, it's not. Never mind. That was a lie. They just showed the size of it inside of Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
Okay.
Yeah, it's.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. So that must be a new track. That's gonna be their topic. It's a new track no one's ever been to, and it looks. I don't know the bankings or nothing, but it looks like a Martinsville almost. Just the way the shape is, being the paperclip. But that's later down the road.
All right. I want to do one more thing of gossip, and then we'll move on to next week and points thereon. Kyle Petty and his wife are expecting a child.
What?
I knew that one would get you. Yep. It was announced 2 days ago. Oh, I know. You're going to go look it up.
Are they going to try to reincarnate Adam or something? Shit.
I have no idea. I was shocked when I saw it.
I don't know if that's
but
an
they're
oopsie.
They're saying
baby.
that they are expecting, and I don't know, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I don't know if this is Kyle's longtime wife or if something has happened and he's got a new. I mean, I don't even want to speculate. I'm just. That was the headline. What are you finding?
I'm trying to. Well, he is newly married.
There you go. See, I didn't know. I didn't. I just saw the headline and I was like, oh shit, we gotta.
He's newly married to Morgan Petty in 2015. Before that was to Patty Petty in 1979 to 2012.
Okay. Well, you're giving me information here, but I was just shocked when I saw that they're going to be welcoming a new child.
I don't know how old she is. She's 57? No, that's 32.
Huh?
Kyle Petty's 57.
I thought he was a little older than that.
It says on Wednesday, the 57-year-old NASCAR America's analyst, who is the son of Richard the King Petty and grandson of racer Lee Petty, announced he and his wife, Morgan, 32, are expecting a baby.
So there you go.
Wow.
That's what I said, was like, what?
Well, wait a minute. This is not new.
Well, I'm sorry, it was new to me.
Yeah, this is an article. I just clicked it, and it's from 2017.
Nah.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I don't.
Okay, if it is, then I stand corrected. I'm just saying.
Yeah, this was 2017. The first child expected in June 2018. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to find more.
Yeah, we'll have to do a little more research, and if I spoke out of turn, I apologize. I just saw it for the first time this week. I was like, holy hell. Really?
They have 2 kids.
Okay.
I'm trying to find the article. Driver turned NASCAR Atlanta analyst Kyle Petty and his wife announced Sunday, this was August 2nd, 2020, arrival of their second son. So this is their 2 of them. Cotton Cable. Cotton Cable's his son.
Okay.
I'm trying to find the first one, but no, it's not new, but new to us.
New to us.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on from that because clearly I didn't have relevant, up-to-date information. I saw it. I think it was yesterday or the day before, and I was like, "Oh, that's awesome." Let's cover this, and we'll move on to Darlington. I am a Trackhouse fan, and what solidified that for me was this week when they rolled out the Earnhardt
Junior
Japan road course colors for the throwback at Darlington with the 1 and the 99.
Aren't they Earnhardt and Junior's colors? One's Earnhardt, one's Junior. Yeah.
They when they went to Japan for the road courses, the first time they rode out the polar bear colors with, I think Senior had the red. No,
he had the black.
Wouldn't make sense.
No.
He had the black and Junior had the red. But I'm telling you, as this year goes on, and I know we've talked a lot about them people, but I am becoming more and more and more of a fan of Trackhouse Racing.
I still think they're going to add a third team, and it's going to be Eric Jones, but Eric Jones is also.
Know what? I absolutely agree with you. I mean, we talked about it last week
Yeah.
where he's made it known he's not happy. He wants to move on to better
Equipment.
stuff.
Yep.
And I think he has the talent to do it. He needs the equipment to back it up and the support. But I cannot get over what Trackhouse has done. And again, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's the old Chip Ganassi.
Yeah.
You know, and he did well. He did very well. But these guys have taken it to a completely new level.
And I believe that has to do with the new car, and also I think they're associated with Hendrick. Hendrick's, it's like Hendrick stuff, their association.
Well, who else? I mean, if they're Chevy, who else would they be associated with?
Richard Childress. Childress is colleague.
Childress is associated with all the Chevy teams.
But colleague it's kind of like how Wood Brothers associate Penske. You know,
Right.
colleague racing is
It's not
Childress.
Trackhouse?
Trackhouse is Hendrick. Like how Stuart Haas was Hendrick. Kind of like Trackhouse is just that now.
But they're not the 1 in 99. I'm sorry.
They are, yeah. Yeah, Trackhouse was the 1 in 99.
Okay.
But they're just using, I wouldn't say their equipment, but they're helping them along. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Have to go back because we haven't covered this yet. Winners and dark horses coming out of Dover.
Oh, yeah.
Frank picked Truex for the win. You picked Larson. Wait a minute. You picked Larson, I picked Blaney.
Oh, I won that.
Yeah, you did. As far as dark horse, and I give Frank all the shout outs in the world for this one, he picked Stenhouse.
Oh.
But
is that even an eligible pick? Oh, yeah.
Well,
he is. Yeah, he's 27th in points. So, yeah.
Okay. You picked Dillon, and I picked Brad
Austin,
K,
I don't know what happened with Austin Dillon. He was bad all day.
You picked Ty.
Oh, Ty? He was even worse. He finished... Yeah, he finished 27th.
And the bubble watch, neither one of us were even close. You said 75 down. He did finish. I don't think it was on the lead lap.
He finished above his boss in 16th.
Okay, so he was, and I said he wouldn't make it through stage 2, and he did. So
I think we need to add. Right. I think we need to add the Denny watch to that.
You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong, man. That guy.
And this week wasn't even his fault. Last week wasn't his fault. He's
snake bit.
Yeah, he's lucky he's got his win because
But I wonder how much of that is because of his distraction with the 2311.
Yeah, he had that last year and still did well.
He wasn't part of 2311 last year.
Yeah, he was.
He wasn't.
Who? Denny?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he was.
It was Bubba only.
Yeah. He's still owner of it. Him and Michael made that last team last year for Bubba only, and this year they added Kurt Busch. He was still owner. He was still part. He was still part of it.
I'm not going to challenge you on it. I thought that he didn't buy in until the off season.
No, him and he was the beginning part of it. He was always part of it.
All right. Fantasy League. I made some gains. Still didn't catch you.
Truex kind of screwed me like 20 points because of his little spin out. He cost me my head-on-head pick, and he finished from 4th to 12th, so he literally cost me like 20 points. It was his little stunt he did. Because I picked Oh, you can pick this week's. I don't know what last week's were. Hold on.
I got all 4 of them right. That was an extra 40 bonus points. I nailed every single one of them.
Yeah, I had him above Harvick, and he was until that. Harvick finished 9th, and he finished 12th because of that spin out. And then from going 4th to 12th, you lose out on the points, and you lose out on 20 points on that. And then I took before the stage, I took Austin Dillon over Justin Haley, which finished 11th, and it would have been a lot better. I would probably have been right with you in points, real close. But 186 to 215 isn't bad.
No. It looks to me like Frank didn't make any changes. He had 98.
That guy still in first. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know how he's still in first. Carry my bag or whatever.
Well, he's got to be picking premium people.
Yeah,
his luck is about
to run out. Yeah, 100%.
Because you can't. I mean, we're what 9-10 races in now. So if you're picking Kyle Larson and all these, Chase Elliott and all that crap right now, what are you gonna do?
We're the 11th race in, so
yeah, you're gonna have to start doing what we've done through the whole season, which is take some chances. But now he's got to be out of premium people.
Well, there's there's a good 15 about premium he could pick between, so he could shuffle in and out, but he's going to start dropping like a rock. He's going to have no one to choose from. So.
I believe it's going to, that whole league, 35,000 or...
There's more than that. Way more than that. We're 35,000 in the... Well, at least I am... Where am I at in the standings? I am 40,000 right now. How many's overall in there? I have no freaking clue.
Come on. Come up. But these people that have been taking the
Elliot, Larson, Bowman, everybody, they're taking the top guys every time. I guarantee you he's probably got maybe one more race, 2 races with Larson left. What are you going to do later on?
You can't take him for the next 12, 14, 16 races. What do you, like you said, when I've still got...
Yep.
Oh, man, it's slow right now. Yeah, I'm 51,000 out of... No. Yeah, I am.
I'm 40,000.
But no, how can that be? I'm ahead of you. No,
you're not.
I'm not. I'm ahead. You're ahead of me.
I think you blanked out last week, so.
I did. I took some chances. All right, my entry. Let's go here. View.
So only 50 points between me and you is 10,000 people. Think about it.
Yeah. I've got folks like Daniel Suarez that I haven't used him yet. Harvick, I've only used 7 times. Hamlin, I've only used 6 times. Chastain, I've used him 8 times. Kyle Busch, 7 times. Chris Buescher, 9. Now, let's... overall standings. No, that's not what I want to see. It doesn't show me that. Damn it. My point is some of these guys that are way up there, they're not going to stay there. And I'm not saying they're not going to stay there, but things are really going to tighten up.
Yeah.
Because they're running out of their A-game picks. You and I, we've kind of tried to spread it out, and I need to get over here. Not what I wanted. You're not playing nice. not what I wanted. I need to get into where's the usage at? League. Overall, that's not it. Roster. All right, let's go this way. Because all right, there it is. I've used Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney 7 times, Byron 8.
Does it
Bowman,
say
9.
7 out of 10?
Yes.
That means if you only used them 3 times, you have 7 more times with them.
Okay, correct. Chastain, I've only used him twice. Truex, I've only used him 3 times. Kyle Larson, Joey Logano 3 times. The one I've wore out that I should have actually used this week, Christopher Bell. I've used him 5 times and I kicked him to the curb this week. I'm like, holy hell. Another one I've used a lot is Tyler Reddick. I've used him 4 times. So my point is, I've still got a lot of flexibility, and I know you do as well. But these guys that are at the top, I don't know how to get in there and look at them. My point is okay, so what? You got some headlines on Sirius NASCAR radio, blah, blah, blah. I noticed when I looked the last time that the dude that's occupying first and second place, he's just in 2 different leagues using the same lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Like you said, I think things are going to tighten up really good, especially over the next 2, maybe 3 weeks. And I'm pretty proud of where I'm at right now. Like I said, even though I'm 51,205, that's going to change.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'd be happy with top 10,000, top 5,000 by the end, if not higher. But
I agree.
Never know.
All right. Yeah, we're coming up on well over an hour here. Let's do this. Your predictions for Darlington.
I don't even know. I'm gonna ride the wave. I think Chase Elliott's gonna come out hot. And since he's got the win under it, I think he's gonna just ride the sail and I'll say Chase. I don't think I've ever picked him to win. Oh, dark horse, huh? For my standings. Not very many to choose from. I'll say Brad. Brad K. But
really?
Yeah.
I almost put him in my damn lineup this week. I'm glad I didn't. Where? I need standings. Where's standings? Because I know who I'm going to pick for the win.
You got Cole Custer, Ty Dillon, Ricky Stenhouse, Corey LaJoie, Todd Gilliland, Brad Keselowski, Harrison Burton, Cody Ware, and BJ McLeod. Now, who else could be racing in the race? I don't know. I don't know the starting grid or the
25 on down. And I'm gonna
Yeah, not much.
You know what? I'm going Wood Brothers.
Man,
Harrison.
I think they're kicking themselves in the ass with getting Harrison in that car when I can't remember his name now, wasn't it last year? Matt DiBenedetto. Because he was actually performing in that car, and now they get him in there and he's 31 in points and hasn't done shit. Like, you got problems.
He's
in trucks.
Had to go back to a truck.
Yeah, he's in trucks. And he has a really cool throwback this year for this coming race. It's oh gosh, Sterling Marlin's Coors Light car paint scheme.
I hadn't seen that, but that's cool. That is really cool.
One thing I want to ask or say is, I know it's throwback weekend. I want to do like get your top 10. I know you already talked about 2 of them. When the races are going, you can do all series, because I know Truck's doing it and Xfinity's doing it. Get your top 10 and who you think was the best ones. And write them down and we can talk about them.
As far as
the throwback?
The schemes?
Yeah.
Okay, let me write that down. No, I agree. I think it's a good idea. I already told you my favorites, the top 2.
There's some other ones that haven't been announced, and I've seen some pretty cool ones, like the throwback Jeff Gordon one that's being done on William Byron's car.
There's a lot of them that I've seen that would be cool if it was still the same driver or the same scheme, but what the hell is Kyle Larson doing with Hendricks Motorsports as a throwback scheme?
Well, they're all gonna be throwback. It's the scheme. It's just the sponsors are different.
In whose world is Hendricks Motorsports or HendricksCars.com, whatever it is, a throwback?
It's just a paint style scheme. That's it. Alex Bowman is doing the throwback Mark Martin's number 6 car. I think that's gonna be pretty cool looking. Chase Elliott's got a throwback Napa car, but I don't think that one's that eye-catching.
All right. I already told you, my top 2 are Trackhouse with... I can't get over that. When I saw that this week, I was like, oh, hell to the yeah. And again, it's that Japan scheme. When they went over there and did that road course in Japan, after the season, non-points, exhibition, it was still cool.
Yeah, Brad Keselowski's doing a throwback to the Viagra number 6.
All right, I'm not gonna say a damn thing.
Chase Briscoe's throwing it back to Tony Stewart's when he did the Indianapolis and Coca-Cola 600. He's doing that paint scheme. I think that was, I don't know what car it was from, but he's doing that paint scheme. The number 17's doing the old Matt Kenseth paint scheme. Kyle Busch is doing the old Ken Schrader one. I think the Harrison Burton and the 21 Jeff Burton throwback X-Side one, I think that's going to be a top one.
I do, yeah. I've seen that, but I'm going to wait until
I actually
see pictures of them all at the track, and then we'll come back next week and we'll talk about that.
Yeah,
but it's going to be hard, in my mind, to beat what Trackhouse did. And then I know it was late minute, last announcement or whatever, but I'm telling you that, we've talked before on previous podcasts about schemes and of that nature, but if I had the opportunity to buy those 2 cars with the 3 and the 8 on them as a set, I would pay damn near anything to get them, because I think that was so cool. But and I love the old Jeff Burton X-Side with the hot pink wear your sunglasses so you can look at it. I think that's cool. There's
a couple good ones in the Xfinity series. At least the pictures. It's doing the Hellman's old school number 7. It looks like the old Wrangler from Dale Earnhardt also.
Cool.
Who else? Ty Gibbs is doing the 54 Interstate. It looks like the old Bobby Labonte skin. These are ones that's been updated on the website. That I can think of when I see them. But other than that, that's ones that are notable. But like I said, you got to see them to look at them, and we'll see how they go. But we could do a top 10 of those and write them down with your list, and then we can go through them.
I've already got it wrote down. So, all right. Do you have anything else you want to discuss, talk about, or complain about?
No, I really didn't have any wrote down, to be honest. So I'm surprised we even went an hour.
Oh, I had a lot. And I could have expounded a little bit more than what I did. But all right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. Burn It Down NASCAR podcast. Make some comments. Let us know what you think. Chime in. We'll see you next week.